What's up guys, Velo here back again with another video, and today I want to talk about my 5 favorite training maps inside Fortnite Creative. This is a place that you guys can go to work on your Fortnite skills or just use it as a warm-up before you get into your matches with your friends or whatever it is you're doing. Now for me, a training map has to meet this criteria. It has to hit on at least one of these skills, if not a couple of them combined, and that includes aim, editing, building, game sense, and in-game scenarios. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you guys have creative training maps that you like to play, leave those creative codes in the comments down below. I want to check those out. Maybe we'll include those in the next video. This first map we're going to look at is Aim Agency Routine 2. He does have a Routine 1. I prefer the second one. This was created by Tita, and I will put all the creative codes down below in the comments so you don't have to worry about scrubbing back through the video and trying to find these. Now this was done in collaboration with Novos and Aimer7. If anybody knows anything about aiming, it's Aimer7. He's coached multiple pros, and actually Novos has an in-game app if you're on PC to track your stats through this. I'm not going to get into that in this video. There's some other videos that go over it in detail. I have played around with it. It's a little buggy in my opinion, but hopefully that grows into something here in the future. Let's go ahead and jump into this map. All right, so when we hit start game, we have these 5 different rifts here. We have bounce, horizontal, vertical, fountain, and parkour. And let's just go ahead and take a quick look at each of those. So with the bounce 180 here, we have zombies bouncing all over the place. This is a good way to work on your hipfire aim and also transition into your ADS. But I like to warm up here first, just kind of get the eyes going, get their reactions going, and start working on that crosshair placement. All right, so the next one is horizontal. This is probably my favorite one on the map because you actually can work on some movement with your aim versus just standing still, which most aiming maps is just that. You're just standing still using your crosshair, but in this case, you can get some movement involved also, which I really think that is useful when you're warming up. Vertical is just going to be a vertical tracking drill. Basically, the zombies are just bouncing up and down. The next one is fountain. To be honest, I never really come in here. It's just ballers falling from the sky, which I guess it does give you that awkward angle, working on just hitting those shots when people are high above you. But it's something that I personally do not go into often, ever. All right, this last one, guys, is called parkour. This is probably my favorite, and it's quite unique. In fact, it will keep track of your time if you want to know that. But you do get a combat shotty, and this is just a good way to kind of combine all of those skills together. Your movement, your shooting, and even a little bit of building in here. You start off just hitting these bounce pads, shooting at zombies as they spawn in here. And you can hit as many of those as you want. Mongraal Classic, if you guys don't know, means you're jumping, shooting, and placing a floor underneath you. You don't technically have to put the floor there if you don't want to. You don't have to do it in that order, but it's a good practice to get into. It's a good skill in game. The low gravity zone, you're just going to jump, track the zombies, try to shoot them while they're in the air, while you're in the air. I'm not that good at it. Then you get like this little ice luge thing. There's a bunch of this, guys, and I don't want to spend too much time hitting on it, but I encourage you guys to come in and check it out. It is a lot of fun. You can get some movement modulators here that you're going a little bit faster. And that's it, guys, for Aim Agency Routine 2. Let's go ahead and go back to Hub and get to the next map. All right, guys, so the next map, unfortunately, shameless plug, Velo's Edit Gym. This is a map that I created, but I can't take credit for this because most of these ideas were inspired by the man, the myth, the legend, Raider464. And in fact, I'll give you guys a link to his edit course also, because a lot of it is very similar. I just tried to make it a little bit easier to move around and include a few different things that I wanted personally, but I'll put the code to both of those below. But let's get right into it. All right, so when you first load in here, you start with a pistol. You can just shoot this little trigger right here if you want to swap through and get various weapons. Most of the time when I come in here, I'm just working on editing and free building, but there are a few things that I've included in here if you want to work on a few different things with aim and edits. Also, this little box is pretty cool. If you come in here with a friend, you guys can both get in this indestructible box and just work on shooting each other with shotguns and submachine guns while jumping around. You do have 2,000 health, so it's just a good way to work on that as well. But the main point of this gym is to work on edits, and we have a whole lot of them. And each one is color coordinated with green, orange, or red, just showing you guys the difficulty, as well as this little blackboard that explains what it is that you're supposed to be doing for each drill. Now, if you are going to come in here for the first time, I suggest going through all of them. And if you find a part that you get stuck at, slow things down, go through it again. If at any time you want to start over, all you have to do is shoot one of these red barrels, and it goes on to the next round. There's also plenty of open space for you guys to work on free builds and just doing your 90s and different various tunneling drills and things like that. And not that I use it a whole lot, but if you want to just kind of have a one-stop shop, you can come in here and get a little aim practice in. We do have this ice luge with a bunch of different targets that you guys can shoot at. It's just a good way to work on your tracking aim. I only have a great pistol here, but you can see you're just shooting the targets as you slide. And like if you don't have a whole lot of time, this is probably a good place to come so you can get in a little aim, little edits, little builds, move on with your day. The next map on my list is Raider 464. There he is again, his 1v1 edit race course. This is pretty cool, guys. You can come in here by yourself or you can come in here with a friend if you want to challenge them. But there are various levels for you guys to come in here and work on your edits. So you have easy, medium, hard, very hard, and then impossible. One friend can go through one door, you can go through the other. There's a little clock right here. Once you reset that, hit it again, and then you guys can start your edits, and you guys can actually run right by each other. So it's almost like you're like drag racing with edits. It's pretty interesting, but it's a lot of fun, and I really like just coming in and hitting some of the harder ones because this does keep you on your toes. It changes it up a lot, and it's just not as much repetition as you were doing like on the edit gym before. All right, the next map on my list is called the Mongrel Classic, and this is just a great way to work on some in-game scenarios when you guys take somebody's wall in a box fight. And if you've never heard of the Mongrel Classic, now you have. All right, so if you guys are seeing the pattern with these maps, it's repetition, right? Each of these skills that we're working on, we get a lot of reps, and that's how you're gonna get better. That's how you're gonna get this to the point where you don't even have to think about it in a game scenario, it just happens. So this one is a great way to work on the Mongrel Classic. You can either get a pump shotgun or attack or both, totally up to you. But you're just gonna go drop down in here. The metal, although you can edit it, the idea is that you're going to break this wall and then replace it with your own and then perform the Mongrel Classic. Okay, so we break the wall, we replace it with our own, we edit the wall, place a ramp inside, edit the ramp into a single stair coming back, pump them in the face. Now notice, as soon as you do that, you fall through to the next level. This is just so you can get a lot of reps. Now you don't have to do the Mongrel Classic. In fact, I would recommend doing a variety of different scenarios where you're taking the wall, making an edit, taking a shot, okay? But the Mongrel Classic, for those, replacing the wall, edit, pump. I personally like to drop down onto a ramp, okay, because this is, for me, a little bit more in-game scenario. We're not gonna go into the reasons why, but I like to land on a ramp, break it, and do some different type of edit, like to switch it up, and then from here I can just edit down and now I have another target. And you can just keep this going, guys, over and over and over again until you can get those reps. Do a variety of different little edits. I'm not very good at it, that's why I need to spend more time in here. But you can even just use this for edit shots, right? You don't have to do the Mongrel Classic. You can do various edits, jump shot. You don't have to go to the point where you're putting something inside his box and then shooting him, okay? So check out, guys, the Mongrel Classic. All right, so the last map on my list is by Tita. Once again, this is the Season 2 warm-up, and I really like this just before I play, kind of bringing everything together, the edits, the builds, the shooting, the aim, all of that, and this is a great place to do it. Now, although he does have his own little aim course out here, I personally just like to come through, grab an assault rifle, grab a shotgun, grab a submachine gun, and then come into the warm-up section here, okay? So we're gonna go into the warm-up. It does have a clock if you guys wanna run over the clock, but once you get going, you're editing, shooting, you got zombies, edits, more edits and shooting, and then the brick wall signifies an enemy wall, although you could edit it. What you're gonna do, actually you couldn't, is you're going to break it, replace it, shoot it, and this is a good place where you could do that Mongrel Classic that you guys were practicing before. And then you have a little tunneling section here, and these bots are accurate, so you have to be really fast with your edits, and you can, obviously shoot back at them. Again, brick wall, break it, replace it. You can put a ramp in here, edit, put a little Mongrel Classic on them. Side jumps are double edits, so this means you can either double edit up through like this and then take the shot, or you can do a side jump, something like this, take a shot. So this one is showing you an arrow of where the enemy is going to be, so you can edit up through these two tiles and then come up. And you can either take the shot, or you could try to block them off like you wouldn't maybe more in a game. Take the wall, Mongrel Classic, or some variation of the things that you've already worked on. This part's kind of similar to what we did earlier on the aim agency, but you come through and you hit the bounce pad. Then you can take shots at the zombies, hit another bounce pad. You have more edits. Oh, zombies. Drop down floor wall. Okay, so you have to land on a floor and then place a wall to protect yourself, and you're getting shot from underneath too. So then you can just do a couple little edits. Edit down, floor wall. Floor pyramid double edits. All you're gonna do is place a floor, a pyramid, and then do a double edit. And I like to edit it like this, so you have that right hand peak, and then you can work on taking that shot and get in that habit. Floor pyramid, edit, take that right hand peak. Finish them off maybe with the submachine gun. All right, jump, shoot, build, Tita Classic. You guys have seen this already in the aim agency, but it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna come out. Where are my targets? Okay, you're gonna jump, shoot, place a floor underneath you. Same thing, jump, shoot, place a floor. Or you can just peek over. Totally up to you how you wanna play it, but that's what they're trying to get you to do there. This one's pretty cool. The 180 side shots, you're gonna edit up through the floor of the code. Jump, 180. So this one's cool. You're gonna edit, jump, 180, hit him with that fat pump every time, never missing. Build floor and pyramid, edit through. You guys get the gist of all of this, but basically you're just coming up, floor pyramid, edit through, hit him, floor pyramid, edit. The grapple gun, yes. In case you are so inclined to get the grapple gun, here's a little practice with it. And that's about it, guys. If you did like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you have other maps you want to see me check out, leave those in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.